When I was a kid, I was so sure that this was my first time on this planet Earth as a human being, and everyone else was already on their fifth, sixth, I don't know, seventh life, and that's why everyone else was so different from me. They were all so normal, and here I was feeling like I didn't belong anywhere, like I didn't fit in, like I was very, very different from everyone else that was around me. And for the longest time, I went about life feeling this way. Over time, as I grew older, this feeling of not belonging anywhere kind of took a back seat, and the things that were present in my life in the moment, in the present, kind of took the foreground. And because I was focused on them, I started to feel maybe that's how people feel when they are younger. Maybe it's something everyone goes through. And the other day, I was sitting with my family, my mom and my brother, and my mother says that she feels like she's different from other people. She feels that she has never met another person like her, and she feels like this world is not really for her. And then my brother says, I thought I was the only one who felt that way. So here we are, a 45-year-old woman, a teenager around 17 or 18 years, and I was about 23 who felt the same way. I never really stopped feeling that way. And I thought I was the only one. Now I could blame this on genetics because we are family and we all feel that way. Maybe it is in the genes, or maybe this is something psychological. Maybe we are all ill, but I know for a fact that it's not just us who feel this way. There are plenty of other people who have felt this way regardless of where they came from, what they did, and who they were. So I know it's not just us. It's a lot of people, if not everyone. So now what? What do we do about it? Well, if you ask me, it did get better over time, and I didn't really have to do anything about it. It just happened by itself. But I do agree that if I knew what I know right now, I would have felt comforted and, I don't know, better. So the very first thing is, it's okay to feel this way, and you don't really have to try to not feel this way, unless it is something that is making you really uncomfortable and stopping you from living your life to the fullest. It's fine. It's a feeling that you have felt for a long time, or maybe you just started feeling it, but it's a feeling that was born from something and it is valid. You can just feel it and then let it go. And the second thing is, I think everyone has felt this way at least once in their lifetimes. For some of us, it's a really long phase that started in the childhood and goes on to continue in the adulthood as well. For some, it might have ended when they were a kid, and for some, it might start when they are an adult. But regardless, we are all together in this. You're not really alone, and even when you feel like you don't belong and you don't fit in, you really do. You do. Now let's take an example. So I moved in this city around a couple of months ago, and I grew up in my hometown and I stayed there for around 23 years. But never once did I feel like I belonged there. Never have I ever felt like I belonged anywhere. But when I came here, I could see myself thinking about my hometown. I could see myself talking about what I liked there and what I miss. I didn't really realize, but I did like that place. Even when I felt like I didn't belong, that place has and will always be a part of me. Same way, when I came here, this city was so new to me. I didn't really like it, I didn't really dislike it, I was neutral about it. I didn't even know what I felt about the city. But over time, I found things that I genuinely liked about the city and even proud of. Then when I went home, I found myself talking about this city. Somewhere subconsciously, I was waiting when the city will accept me as its own. But it was actually the other way around. I was the one who had to accept the city. Now, if you ask me, do I feel like I belong here? My answer is no. If you ask me if I feel like I belong in my hometown, my answer is no. If you ask me if I feel like I belong in this earth, my answer is no. But that doesn't mean that I cannot enjoy what I have. That doesn't mean I cannot like what I have. It doesn't mean I cannot value what I have. I can feel like I don't belong and I can still go on living my life the way I want it. That's the choice I have. That's the power of choice and intellect, I believe. So maybe that's what it is about. Maybe it's not about you feeling like you belong anywhere and you waiting for your city or your friends or your office or your job to make you feel like you belong there, but it's rather the other way around. It's you who needs to accept your friends, your city, and maybe even this earth. Maybe that is what it will take for you to feel like you belong here, to accept this place as your own. You might not like it all the time, you might not enjoy it all the time, you might not feel like this is something worth it, but you are here right now. So as well just accept it, cause it has already accepted you. If it didn't, you wouldn't be here right now.